This is going to be collective reading for Pisces. Oh, ow. Bonked my knee. Hope everyone is having a good day or night wherever they are on this beautiful planet Earth of ours. This collective reading is going to be for any and all Pisces placements, so do not be afraid to watch this. Just make sure that you're using your own discernment, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't, all that fun stuff, and just truly sitting here being like, hey, if you understand birth charts, you understand birth charts. If you don't, that's fine. You don't have to know everything to enjoy this little reading, or just enjoy me talking. For as long as Twitch is probably going to let me talk, because this reading is probably going to be better to watch on YouTube than on Twitch right now. And this is why we record the readings, because Twitch is having some issues right now. But I know that the YouTube video is going to be okay, and that's just a reminder for anyone watching in the chat right now. But in the future, we could do a multi-stream of like streaming on YouTube, and then I wouldn't have to upload on YouTube. It could just be streamed right then and there. And also in the news, let's get this collective reading for Pisces. Hold on. We'll do a little like unorthodox, I don't know what I can, you can smoke on YouTube. Making sure the energy is solid for this reading, because I always like to make sure all the energy is cleared. No, we don't want to keep that, is what they said. Fine by me, I just thought that was funny how that popped out. 'Twas silly. Pisces. Clear, honest message for Pisces. What is going on? What do they need to hear for their highest good? Knight of Pentacles. The Devil. Interesting how that's coming out sideways. Ooh, okay. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, two sides of a coin here. First of all, what came out extra card with the bottom of the deck energy, the direct bottom of the deck energy is the Judgment reverse. Thank you for the follow. For anyone watching on Twitch, Twitch is having some bitrate issues, so if I'm cutting out, that means you can go and enjoy this video later on YouTube when it is up on YouTube. I will do that channel point redeem in just a minute. We'll do it after this reading, actually, because that actually gets me out of my chair and moving around and getting my blood moving, so thank you. Bottom of the deck energy, the Judgment reversed, and then the extra card that came out that I like to put with the bottom of the deck energy as the overall energy is the Hangman. The Hanged One. So we can just put that, ooh, that's actually perfect. Like that, if we just sit it. I'm gonna turn the brightness down just a tad. It's a little bright in the background, so I'm like not exactly sure what the white balance is doing. The white balance is not white balancing, but who gives a hoot? Y'all ain't here for crazy, super good quality. As long as your reading is good, we will make sure the stream quality will get better in the future, and it will, because the next Twitch paycheck I get, I'm gonna be able to purchase a new camera. So thank you to anyone who supported me. Thank you. Appreciate you. You are helping grow this channel. Also, Knight of Pentacles reversed. the hesitation usually of new beginnings and how we know we should move forward, but we're hesitant because what about all this stuff and there's this new chapter and it's a little nerve-wracking because we're moving away from devil-like energies and toxic things, and is this really a new beginning we like? I don't understand what's going on, and that's where the Hangman comes in, because this is very obvious of what's going on the surface, and this is why I want to like instantly delve into the clarification, because I like to get to the root of the subject. We understand that we may not understand all the fucking going on in up here, right? But the devil energy is this honest, it's like, honest to God, I can't do this to myself anymore. I can't be this rude. I can't be this mean. I can't either choose these things that make me feel so like crap when all I want is just something decent and good and to just move away from this. But how do you move away if you don't know how? Or essentially, like, in our minds, they could be very intricate, detailed things that are complicated to walk away from or move forward from. And I think this is where what's starting to play out for you, Pisces, is the aspect of learning how to genuinely break and unlock these mental chains that feel like they hold you back from actually breaking free and gaining some, just like, not even freedom, but it feels like mental freedom. But the thing is, I think that people sometimes forget is this freedom that you like are breaking free, this feeling of breaking free is such a, how do I explain it? It needs to be understood differently while also being acknowledged and given. You need to give yourself credit for actually putting in the effort to break free. Whether that is something of there's something of this, an area of enlightenment, and needing to understand how breaking free is the enlightening aspect of it, and understanding how your knowledge of the situation is going to enlighten you like tenfold. Not even your knowledge, but it's like you need to understand how to gain knowledge from this. Like, hey, what is there that we could do better? And I think this is where maybe it's just practicing. I hate to say playing out certain scenarios in your mind of like, how could we do this better? What could we choose better? And if you struggle to think of something in the moment, it all comes with practice. There's a repetition here, because the devil is an energy that is literal, like, there is a broken record here of negative energy and negative shit in the mind that just won't stop, that feels like you can't even take the record off, or someone like has this record behind like a locked door and like no one can get inside, and it's literally just trying to kick down the door or break through and stop this loop. Because if this record is going to continue to play on repeat, there's an energy of why shouldn't you play on repeat and trying to break free? Because if this is going to play on repeat, it's like being just as stubborn as the devil that you're breaking free from. The tower there. Right when I split the deck, the tower showed up. I don't know if you can see that. Ah! I dropped my cards. I literally was about to say I'm not holding that well, but I wanted to try and shuffle really quick. My cards! Oh no, I dropped my coins. Shout out to anyone who knows that's from. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very hesitant energy of like, I'm not really sure how to handle this, which makes sense for the last week's reading. From what I remember, I don't know, sometimes I do tend to mix up readings because I do 12 readings a week, people. It's a lot. It's a lot on the brain. Hello, thank you. Just fell into my lap, why don't you? 5 of Cups, interesting. We have Page of Coins and 5 of Cups, clarifying, 5 of Cups reversed, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. You didn't want to move forward with pain and sorrow in your heart. This is the thing that really is like, this center in me does not deserve this shitty, icky, no good feelings. It deserves some good shit, and not just like the silly, oh, I deserve some good, whatever. No, like some good as in some good fucking life in general. Just something decent, and that's where it feels like I just want to break free from this kind of a thing. The devil isn't necessarily here to scare you. It's to remind us that there are loops in our life. There are patterns in our life, and there can be patterns that are good patterns. Because if you keep the pattern in a consistent balance with your mind, body, and soul, it's like your physical, mental, and emotional well-being and health and all that stuff. What bad is there in that? If there's patterns that help with those things, then they're essentially good and bad patterns. And I think it's recognizing that that's kind of, I think, what kicks this stubborn, you know what, I'm just going to be just as stubborn as this stubborn energy because it won't stop. That means I won't stop. But it's not stopping to be good towards yourself. Being enlightened about yourself. Clarifying fully the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Coins, 5 of Cups reversed, and Knight of Wands reversed. I wish it would focus better. Sorry. I will show you the cards upright so you can at least see some of the art. Knight of Wands is always a fast-moving energy, so I feel like you know that I think you're just scared to move fast. Which, honestly, I don't blame you. And I'm going to remind you now that anyone in your shoes would be just as terrified to be staring the devil straight in the face. Some people wouldn't be terrified, they'll just be more pissed off than anything else. So I think you're understanding how, whether you're scared or you're pissed, or you're both, you're gonna take this carefully and lightly so you can handle this accordingly. There's a very careful and sure way you want to do this and handle your own emotions and your own self, and I think if anyone's gonna tell you what the fuck to do about how you want to handle your shit and understand yourself fully, respectfully, just fuck off for just 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Just give me 30 full minutes, you motherfuckers. I love you motherfuckers. I maybe hate some of you motherfuckers. I may be fine with some of you but everyone just fuck off for 30 minutes. I'm gonna go do my thing. I need to think. We need to plan accordingly. And then you persevere. That's the Knight of Wands kicking in this, like, it's like you're like kicking the horse and the horse like starts to gallop kind of a thing. I don't know how they would do that, where they'd like, would they like just smack their butt, or they would just like, would they actually like kick the horse with their foot? I don't know how they would. I've never. I don't ride horses, so I wouldn't know. I've been on a horse like once or twice. I think horses are really, really cool, and I think I've been on a horse once, but I've met multiple horses because they are just really, really cool creatures. And in my hometown, there's a lot of places that have horsies. My home state of Pennsylvania is It's got some farmland out there, but there's a lot of horse ranches where I lived. And there was one big one that I just remember seeing all these horses just like running along with the cars sometimes, and it was really cool. Sorry. Horses are really fucking cool. Which honestly, the energy of a horse and the archetype of a horse could be playing out, because if anyone doesn't really know the archetype of a horse, you should just research how intelligent horses actually are, and like just doing basic research on horses in general, you'd realize how intelligent and empathetic they can be. And they also can be just as silly and chaotic and fun, but it's because they're so, like, can be so intelligent and smart, but obviously no one's perfect. There's silly creatures in all of us now. Devil reversed. I want to know, what do we got here? What is this? Really saying? What are we really going after here? Are we really doing this? How do you really want to? What is going to be the most comfortable way for you to do this? Or the most comfortable mindset that you need to be able to do this energy that is breaking free from something that's made you feel negative for a long time, and it's it's allowed so much stagnancy in your life, and wanting to bring in more for yourself shouldn't be something you're ashamed of. Being better in your life and wanting to be better in your life shouldn't be ooh, you're just weird, you're cringe, you're what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make sense. To some people, that's their fucking weird shit they want to do, and you just look at them sideways and you move about your day. And if anyone wants to say anything about you doing better, you just let me know what their name is and what their address is, so I can, give them just a kind gift of sorry, I had the picture in my head of Gordon Ramsay doing the "What are you?" and an idiot sandwich. I'm gonna send them some idiot sandwiches. Okay? I'm gonna, with love and grace and peace and love. The devil. What do we got? We got a specific energy coming out here, I know for sure. This deck feels so fluid right now. I feel like I don't even want to stop shuffling it because it feels like water. No. Oh. Your card here. The moon. I believe that's the Pisces card. Is the moon. The moon. I just realized I forget what, hold on. I wrote it down here somewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, Pisces is the moon, and then I started thinking, I was like, what was Cancer's? And then Scorpio's. Because those are the water signs we're doing today. The devil, what do we have for the devil? The moon. The moon tells me enough, but I'm also curious of, like, what else just needs to be said, or wants to be said? Whether... Oh. The moon, 3 of coins. 3 of coins reversed. Show you the cards here at the very least. You are working with yourself to build this bridge of opportunity in your heart. And I want you to take credit where credit is due, even in saying taking credit for your own mistakes because it helped you understand and learn more about yourself. And through every mistake, I feel like has been a genuine learning experience, and this is maybe where the work that's being asked of you is to go through and just recognize each and everything as I'm grateful for learning. Mistakes are mistakes, and if you made a couple, you made a couple. You weren't sure what you were doing, and that's okay. Sometimes people get in our heads and tell us we should follow their opinions and what they should have done, what they did, whatever was right for them, and maybe that didn't really work out for you. And that's okay if you feel like you tried to follow everything that everyone was telling you and nothing worked, but I think the best thing to do is understand that you can just take people's opinions as that's knowledge to put on the table. This is information to put on the table, and if we want to maybe follow it, do more research. I think the only thing I'm going to say is do more research, because the only thing that can help you in any decision making is genuine research, because it's kind of like wanting a really good quality product for a really good, like, solid price that isn't too crazy, but it's also like worth your while, and it's going to at least save you money in the long run to get something that is even better than what it is. I kind of have the same mentality with my microphone. My microphone isn't really the fanciest thing in the world, and I really don't care. But with a little audio editing and stuff like that, with a little compression, I can make it decent. Most of the time I can't help it though, because it is directly next to my PC, so that's whatever. But this is lasting me long enough to where I know I can get a better one in the future, and I know this one has a lot of longevity to last me to whenever I want to get that new microphone in the future. Like, I could get it now, I could get it in 6 months, I could get it in a year. There's an aspect of understanding to take these things as knowledge with you, and then doing your research later for what is best for you, what feels like you and your family, you and the people around you that you want to hold close to you, that you care for and hold dear to your heart. I feel this sense of, I want to say notoriety, but I don't even know how exactly, like, I want to use that word. I don't know if notoriety resonates with anyone, but I want you to explore that if that resonates. I'm not really sure exactly what it means, but it's strong in the mind of notoriety for the self, for the mind, being that bridge that creates this true sense of self in the mind, because you are the one that allows it. You are the one that allows it. You're the one that cuts those ropes and all that knots and stuff in there. And maybe, let's say, hey, if you go about this strategically, you could save a lot of that rope and maybe use it for something that you were wanting to use it for. But if you don't want to use any of that rope and you want to go buy some rope later on, screw it. That's your choice. Holy crap, I love when this happens. This is very rare, but it is amazing when it happens. The Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords so important? She is the one that is holding the sword most of the time. And she's holding it upright and up and in action. Like, she's making a decision. Like, she's making a solid choice and a direct choice of that's gonna be lasting. Like, it's like a choice over, like, the empire or the kingdom. Something that's gonna last for, like, years to come. And this is the solid and cutthroat decision you know you have to make. And I think this is going to allow you to see what is really meant for you and what is kind of falling at the wayside. Because the Seven of Swords reversed is very interesting when it comes into these Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords energies. There's so much. Hold on. Just get these last cards out before I even speak, because I'm gonna. You genuinely want to take down these negative thought patterns in your mind. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot that we were ending there. So that's bottom of the deck energy. Bottom of the deck energy is King of Pentacles here. King of Coins. But clarifying these Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands. Maybe you can buy some rope later, because that rope is leading you, like past that rope is leading you to these negative thought patterns and just this weight. And let's say the Ten of Wands is very tricky, because while it's weight in the mind and it's a lot of ideas in the mind too of how do we go about this, we could do it this way, but we did it this way and it didn't work and that didn't work. Okay, let's cut through this first initial barrier, because it will save you some time. If you want to save time, I suggest you save time, because most of you would like to save some time. Because maybe you don't need the rope. What you need is some wood for your cabin, your lodge, some firewood. The Ten of Wands in this card really symbolizes, like, hey, you gotta chop down the weeds of this tree, because it honestly is like this tree is doing more harm than good being where it is in this specific location. And also you'd kind of like maybe want to respect whoever had a tree grow in their skull. Maybe you want to provide them with like a proper grave, and then put some more dirt around the tree and then have it grow even taller. I feel like you just want, you're like, let's just cover him up, and then we can still respect that there is like someone wanting to maybe grow, maybe someone wanted to be a tree. I kind of want to be a tree when I die. Anyway, besides the point. You're using this sword to chop down these 10 wands of this tree. These are negative things that have weighed you down in the mind. And these could be things that are different aspects of, this person made me believe this thing about life. I chose to believe this thing about life. That wasn't true, and it weighed me down, and it wasn't for me, and it didn't work out, and all this stuff, and all these memories, and you're chopping each wand down to get to all of these collective things of, hey, you can use these wands as essentially knowledge and building blocks of knowledge, because it's why, certain people who do a lot of like public speaking at schools when it comes to like safety things, like they have experiences and like horrible experiences that haven't happened to them due to certain choices that they've made, because some people just don't know any better, and that is nothing to be ashamed of, because a lot of things in this world, not everyone's going to teach you everything, especially school isn't going to really teach you everything you need to know, and we all know that. And that's where it leads into, it's okay to use these experiences as, hey, this is the reason why, like I was saying with those public speakers, they go through those experiences and they speak at schools and say, hey, just be mindful about the choices you make, because I don't want anyone going through this shitty experience. But it could be talking to yourself and saying, I don't want to go through any more shitty experiences. I'm tired of going through shitty experiences. This is enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired. And it's where it's like, you're saying that, but with such like a quick sword of like strength that is also like super cutthroat, in the sense of, it feels cutthroat to you, because I think this is the first time you're really like chopping at the weeds of a lot of negative energy in your head and in your mind and in your just mind space. And this is where the true breakthrough really happens, because this is where that tree could really start to grow into something amazing. Because sometimes it kind of looks like, with the way all the branches are bunched here, it could use a little more support. And maybe if you helped put some more dirt on it. Maybe actually put some more supports underneath. You can still let it grow into just a, I can't even like say like a magnificent tree, but I just picture this tree. I just picture this giant tree here. Growing on the back of this tortoise. And tortoise and turtles and tortoises in general are like big symbols and metaphors of knowledge and wisdom, because they, especially sea turtles, they have been around for so long and they live for so many years. And obviously the whole metaphor of the strength and wisdom and strength in the um what was it, the tortoise and the hare story of the like the fact that the tortoise beat the hare in this race and you couldn't believe it, but it's because the rabbit is too hasty, which is also like a big metaphor for if you see any weird rabbits or tortoises or turtles and like weird synchronicities with that. um One is a quick instant sign, I guess you could say, and symbol for slow down a little bit, let's just think things through. Or, hey, keep going at the pace you're going at, because it's like, how do I explain this? Rabbits are too hasty. Always like, hey, don't be too hasty reminder. Tortoises remind us, I want to say, of, hey, we're on the right path. Keep in mind and keep it slow and steady. Because if you feel like you're not moving fast enough, remind yourself that you can trust in the timing of everything. There is time for everything. We're always running out of time, so essentially there's time for everything. Because I think it's one of those, whether there's time for stuff or there's not time for stuff, why not just wait around and see? There's that's so weird. Why is it worded that way? Why not just hold on? Because now I'm like, that barely made sense to me. I'm trying to figure out what I just said so I can make it make sense. Is there any other way that you guys wanted to word that? Because the when you see this beautiful opportunity to create something passionate off of the things that have hurt you, or even just the patterns that have hurt you and hurt your ability to want to move forward in life, you can use this as the fuel that drives you. And I think this is the true passion that you're gaining in all of this. Oh, there was something with what I was saying before. It didn't make sense. I don't know if what I was saying like a few minutes ago made sense to anyone. If it didn't make sense, it's okay. Sometimes what I say doesn't make sense to me in the moment, and then I've like watched small clips of it back and I'm like, oh, this makes sense. And usually in the moment I'm like, I can't tell you everything I said exactly at the beginning of this reading. We just speak in the moment, and we are a vessel for here in the moment. If you know, you know. If you don't worry. You don't need to know. We're here to talk about you. You've been doing a great job at recognizing patterns in the mind. And I want you to not for 1 second think that that work should be discredited. You need to be proud of yourself for the recognition, the work and the recognition, because it is a lot on the mind. It is a lot. Because having the King of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Judgment card here on like the overall energy is this solid foundation in gaining awareness, gaining enlightenment to move forward to the other side of being better. Because there is an energy of, well, I guess everything just sucks, or, let's just try and be better. Pisces, that energy is so much within you that you need to really push beyond whatever you think is stubbornly holding you back, because I don't think that stubborn devil energy could be as stubborn as your own self here, which weirdly enough was Taurus's advice last week of using your stubbornness as a tool. So maybe Pisces are kind of taking note and maybe using that own sense of stubbornness in their own way. Because you are a water sign, so let's be honest. Will the waves of the ocean ever stop waving, like going and crashing on the shore? Will waves ever stop on the ocean? Will the ocean ever be still? No. So it's like, why are you gonna be still? You don't need to be still. And just because it's a whole ocean and you can't fight the entire thing, who cares? You're gonna punch those waves, kind of a thing, that are coming at you. Brute forcing it through your own mind because you are stronger than you know, than you think you know, than you are in the moment every single time that you think that you're not. You're strong enough to push past this. You are more stubborn. You're stronger. You harumph. You're better. Fuck that devil. You ain't got shit on you. Ain't got shit on you. That's what I want you to treat it as. Hype yourself up. Don't be. You can feel silly about it, but listen. Hype yourself up. Make yourself feel good. Listen to music that may hype yourself up to push past that shit, because that helps. Music helps a lot. So, thank you for being here, and thank you for anyone who's watching on Twitch. We are not ending just yet on Twitch. Unfortunately, Twitch has been having some weird issues, so if anyone's been watching on Twitch, just know that the recording is not messed up at all, so anyone watching on YouTube, it's probably going to be a more thorough reading, and listening to it is going to be a little more thorough, so even if the Twitch VOD gets messed up, I am probably going to try and discipline myself to upload these readings today, because I feel bad for Twitch having problems, but as long as that the recording is fine, the recording is fine. I'm still recording. There's no weird things about it, so shout out to OBS. Y'all are fucking cool, amazing. I love y'all. And I love you too, Pisces. Thank you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you are in this beautiful planet Earth of ours, and just thank you for watching on YouTube in the future times. All of the necessary links for my Twitch and my socials if you want to stay updated on anything. And if you want a private reading, it's all in the descriptions and all that stuff, if you want to explore all that I have to offer, because there's a lot. So, thank you for being here. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.